Time now for Mayotivations presented by Hellmann's, America's #1 mayonnaise. The Heisman Trophy race is heating up as we enter week 7 of the season. And Colorado Buffalo's two-way star Travis Hunter has dominated on both sides of the ball each and every week, creating legitimate buzz around him winning the Heisman. It's never too early to look at where things stand with the Heisman odds. And after last week's chaos, things have shifted as we show you a look at where things are currently. Travis Hunter now second behind Boise State's Ashton Jeanty in terms of odds to win the Heisman at +320. So 2 non-quarterbacks leading this race. For more on Hunter's road to the Heisman, let's turn things over to our own Mackenzie Brooks. Ken.
Yeah, we like to look at, the best case scenario and the worst case scenario for these athletes going into week 7. Now for Travis Hunter, he has a ton of upside, sitting at +320 right now. If we see them win this game, if they upset Kansas State, if he has 80 to 100 receiving yards, some big stops on defense, that's when he'll probably become the odds-on favorite here, around +150. So a ton of upside. Now the downside's not too dramatic. +320 to +400, really only a 4% drop-off in his chance to win this. And that's because for somebody like him, he's a one-of-one situation. He's not directly correlated to the success of Colorado the way an Ashton Jeanty for Boise State would be. So him being such a unique situation, I think he stays in that top 5 scenario if they lose this game, and he's still able to put up some pretty solid stats. Now the stats do weigh a part in the loss here, but around a 30% chance to beat Kansas State here, so not impossible, but that would certainly send him to the top of the board in our opinion.
All right, it's possible. I'll never pretend to understand how he does it, but what I do know is that we are all lucky to be watching a generational talent like Travis Hunter. He is the gift, Cardale, that just keeps on giving to college football.
Yeah, he's really good, and it's a double-edged sword when you talk about the Heisman Trophy winner and candidates. Usually, historically, it's been going to kind of the best quarterbacks over the last couple of years, but it looked like we're getting back to that trend of most outstanding player. The great thing about Travis, he's not in a position where if they lose games, you're looking at him because he's not the quarterback. So that's the upside that he has. But when you're looking at a player that's having a significant, well, a huge impact on their team on both sides of the ball, I mean, it's no other player like Travis Hunter out there when it comes to just dominating on both sides of the ball. So he's in a really good position, even if they lose this game. But tonight they have he has an unbelievable opportunity to get closer and closer to Ashton Jeanty type of odds with a big-time Big 12 matchup with K-State.
Well, his greatness is not just limited to his physical ability, but also his football IQ. He'll continue to make a case in New York as Travis Hunter and Colorado face number 18 Kansas State today. Here's a look at the injuries you guys facing both teams. Colorado safety Shiloh Sanders is set to return after undergoing forearm surgery, and Kansas State is expected to be without tight end Braden Lofton, who has been dealing with a knee injury. Let's get a game pick in this one, Mackenzie. Colorado a slight home dog in this one. Do you have them pulling off the upset against the 18th ranked team in the nation?
I do not have them pulling off the upset in this one, and here's why. It really comes down to a pass rush. This is an actual pass rush in Kansas State. Last time we saw Colorado go up against a real competitive pass rush was Nebraska, and they lost that game. We're still talking about a Colorado team that had a Hail Mary to win against Baylor. They beat UCF, but Florida beat UCF. So really, where does UCF stand in that situation? So again, this is a team that allowed 8 sacks against Baylor. And now we have Kansas State coming in, averaging 3.5 sacks per game. I think they will get to Sanders. I think the lights might just be too bright. Travis Hunter really trying to push for that Heisman Award, and I think Kansas State really humbles this offensive line.
Ooh, Ken's coming with the heat. Well, I'm going against the model, and I'm going against Ken's because I like Colorado today. And the reason why is because I think that Colorado is the worst matchup for a Kansas State team. Kansas State plays very fundamentally sound. They play a very conventional style of football, but they're not explosive. They're not exciting. They don't have the big playmakers. Then you look at Colorado, and they have nothing but playmakers. They're not as conventional. They're not as fundamentally sound. But when you've got a team that relies on, foundation, principles, things like that, versus a team who's just renegades and they're just looking to hit the big play and use their superstars, that's a tough thing to deal with when you're a team that's so built on principles and values and things of that nature, right? Because you're expecting it to be that kind of game. Well, you play against a team that just airs it out and hits you with all these big haymaker style punches. That's what I see from Colorado today. I think they get the upset.
Ooh,
I wasn't willing to go all the way with the upset. I'll take Colorado with the points, but I do think Kansas State wins the game. But if I get 3.5 at home for a home dog, especially that backdoor cover, because Colorado likes to throw it around. They like to try to keep it close. I could see that type of situation unfolding. I will say this. I think it matters the way the game unfolds for Travis Hunter. I think it's got to be close. It's got to be competitive. No one was talking about Travis Hunter after they got blown out by Nebraska. So I do think how they play, are they competitive, matters for Travis Hunter.
Yeah, well, I'm taking K-State in this one, and it's tough because Colorado plays really good at home, and we know the stars are going to be out, and so unpredictable there. But Avery Johnson is a quarterback that can really beat you through the air, on the ground, and on top of that, K-State pass rush, I think, is going to give Colorado and Sanders some real issues up front.
All right, both teams coming off bye weeks should be well-rested, which means we do get to see a well-rested Travis Hunter. That scares me just a bit. It'll be a massive game in Boulder. Kickoff slated for 10:15 p.m. Here's one final look at Danny and Mackenzie's best bets in this one out west. Danny said no copying this week. We're taking the Buffs to cover, while Mackenzie likes Kansas State.